So GM, welcome again to Aleph Hackathon AMM. Today I am incredibly excited because we have Jem from DoraHacks. DoraHacks is basically one of the most important hackathon platforms in the ecosystem and the platform that we are going to use here during Aleph Hackathon. The first time that I met Jen, it was during DEF CON actually in Bogota. And I remember then when we met, he were like participating into hackathons and so on. And then we can continue like meeting each other in different like part of the worlds. And now we are like working together in this initiative where DoraHacks and Aleph Hackathon works together, and we are going to help hackers to get the submissions done, and of course connecting them with sponsors. And I think that's a clear example of what a hackathon is, and also the importance of these events, not just to learn but also to connect, to making some friends, and even to find your place in crypto. Welcome, Jen. How are you?
Yeah, so hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here today. Very excited to also support the Aleph Hackathon. And yeah, as you mentioned before, we've seen each other at a lot of different hackathons, conferences, events. I guess we both grew a lot from the very first one till now. Excited to be here
100%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you want, let's start talking about DoraHacks and how are these like partnership work together? Like, what is the way that hackers are going to interact with DoraHacks and why?
Okay, so like maybe I can also share a bit of background on DoraHacks. Since 2014, we have been supporting a lot of different open source communities, a lot of Web3 communities since 2017. So we do also a lot of virtual hackathons and then many in-person hackathons like the Aleph Hackathon. So maybe for today, there will be a lot of different topics that we're discussing. I can guide the hackers through the submission process, like how they can submit, and also like what's important when it comes to your project description, maybe the contents and the overall project, that it's like meaningful and impactful what you're building and lasting very long.
100%. Actually, if you want, some of the most important questions that we're receiving at the moment is how can I apply? And if you can't, please show us what is this flow, the way that you can submit and also apply, but also like interact with the platform once you are admitted in the Aleph Hackathon.
Sounds good. I'm sharing my screen now, and
Yes.
so like overall, like if you go to the Aleph Hackathon page, you find a lot of important information on there, and you can click on apply now. So you would end up on a Airtable, but also if you go on the DoraHacks page, and right now, like if you click on register as a hacker, you're also ending on the Airtable. So on there, please provide all the important information about yourself, like your first name, last name, your email address, what country you're applying from, what city you're from, and so forth. And also add some information about yourself, like what describes yourself, your background, what you're planning to develop or build at the event, and if you're planning to hack on your own or as a team. But for now, like that's the Airtable form that you get directed to if you click on register as a hacker. And I think on the 15th of August, if I'm not mistaken, the registration period ends. And on the DoraHacks page itself, you also find a lot of important information. The event start, the end, how long the registration is open, the prize pool, resources, and also FAQs. And as I mentioned before, you can also find more info on the Aleph Hackathon page. If you scroll down, you find more about the agenda, the speakers and judges, sponsors, partners, locations, and FAQ. And after the 15th of August, whenever the submission period ends, you will be able to, and also like once the hackathon starts on the 23rd, you will be able to submit your bidl. Also, like here, you can find a submission guide. It's a lot of different steps on how you can create and submit your project. But I think today I will also show you how it actually looks like and how the interaction would look like after the hackathon starts. So maybe let's pause here and we can move over to one example hackathon. So like if you would click on submit bill, like right now this button is not working because the hackathon hasn't started yet, but once it starts, you will be able to submit your biddle. So let's just click on the DoraHacks page on the different hackathons. Maybe we can just submit here a hackathon. So first you need to register as a hacker. After the 15th, you will be able to also register on DoraHacks as a hacker. So let's do that right now. It's just one click and done easily. And then second, you would need to click on submit biddle. Like that's the same button as here, but so far it's like disabled. And what we need to do first is you need to create a new biddle. And in here, it's very important to insert all the information. So like depending on what you're building at the hackathon, it's very important to include all the main information about your project, because that's what judges are going to see first. And you will not need to fill in all the information, but the more you have, the better. So I think we can just go through it. So maybe let's just call it DeFi. DeFi enabler. And then we can insert a image. And a vision, so like one sentence about what you're trying to solve enables DeFi for old people or older people, older generations. And here you can include your biddle description. You can have different fonts like a heading, bold, or italic. You can have a bulleted list or a numbered list. You can also insert links, screenshots, or images, which could help to describe your project to the judges. And you can also insert videos. Okay, and then you can select a category and also some type of tags like DeFi and more that helps you to categorize your project. And next, you can also have a lot of different links. First of all, please also insert your GitHub repo. It is very important that it's like open source and judges can access it. So like if it would be private, they could not see it. So please make it public. And then also have a project demo that could be a link to your website, your pitch deck, your prototype. And then also have a demo video. Like it's very important to go through the project you have built, describe the business model, the logic, what problem you're trying to solve. I think also it's important that you're solving a real problem. So maybe you can ask around what type of issues people have in their daily life and how you could make it easier by building a solution that could make it a lot easier. And then here you can state more about your team, either like solo hacker or state the different roles and responsibilities of each team member. You can also invite team members. So like at the end, it's important that all team members sign up on DoraHacks, and then you can just add them to your biddle. And if they're not part of DoraHacks yet, you can insert their email address, and then they get an invitation to their email. And you can also activate team recruiting that you're looking for a designer or a front-end developer. And then here you would need to insert your socials and a link to your Telegram. Ideally, you include a lot of description and contents with screenshots and videos explaining how your product works, what problems you're solving, and why it's important to have it on the market currently, and also how it's tackling the issue of onboarding new users into the Web3 ecosystem. And once this is done, you can just click on agree of use, or like terms of use agreement, and then you click submit biddle and back. Once this happened, you will be now able to select it on the app that from here. And then you can also select the different biddles and add additional information to your application. But overall, this is how it looks like. And from the 15th onwards, it will be enabled here to submit. And I think once you submit it, you will be required to have a password, but you will receive the password on site at the Aleph Hackathon. Yeah, I think that would be it in terms of the submission.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, I just want to thank you for the fact that you've been explaining all of the hacker flow. It's important to remind, once you apply under our table, you are going to receive an email, which is the confirmation that you are already part of the Aleph Hackathon. And then you're going to receive an invite to our Discord group. In this Discord group, we are going to send you all of the information regardless to the bounties, to the partners. As you see, you can apply then for all of them. And at the same time, you must apply individual. But what happens if you don't have a team at the moment? No worries. We are going to be in charge of it. And we are going to do some team building activities. Also, what happens if you still don't have any idea about what to hack? We are going to have also brainstorming activities with mentors and also partners, so you can ask directly to them if this idea makes sense or not. So this is basically the way that we are going to interact with DoraHacks and the way that we are going to work during Aleph Hackathon. It's important to remind you that we are going to have more than 5K, 15K prizes, dollars in prizes. And also we are going to have more surprises during the event. But this is basically the way that we are going to work. Jan, I also wanted to ask you more about your experience as a hacker. One of the most important questions that we've receiving during these days is that people think this is just for or technical people, or just for, let's say, people that already have so many experience. And my question is, what motivated you to participate in your first hackathon?
So I think a hackathon is a very, very good way to build something exciting. You don't need to be technical. Like I myself, I'm not very technical. Like I studied economics, so I do have some expertise in how DeFi or economic models work and look like. And in the end, each team member can contribute somehow. If you're a designer, you can support and contribute by working on the design on the front end. If you are if you don't have a technical background, you can also support in terms of the business model. In the end, someone needs to also present the idea. And overall, the very most important is to make friends, to make new connections, and build something that is fixing real problems. And then also you should
agree.
To different people, get feedback on what you're building. In the end, you should not build it just for yourself, but also for an audience. So ask other hackers, ask the sponsors, ask the judges what they're thinking about your idea and how you could improve it eventually.
Actually, we are going to have mentors and they are going to be able to help you, not just the partners, but also mentors, individual mentors and experts in the ecosystem, technical or not technical ones. We are going to have designers, developers, cryptographers, PMs, founders. So there's a bunch of possibilities out there for you to build. And you just got to apply. We are going to let the link here apply now at DoraHacks. And yeah, just let us know more about you. Again, if you don't have a team, it's okay. You can go once you receive the invite on the Discord group. You have a channel that says find your team. And also, we are going to do these team building strategies and activities. Jan, last question from my end. What tips would you give to someone to participate and win at Aleph Hackathon with your experience?
So I think it consists out of many different parts. Having like the right team members is one important thing, that you enjoy working together. That's one very important thing. So also take advantage of the team building activities. Then also it's very important that you have a useful idea. Maybe you can like think about it already, what you would want to build, and then it's easier than just coming up with the idea during the hackathon. Like in the end, you have very limited time, which means maybe like 48 hours, like 2-3 days, and you also need to sleep for a bit. So like if you spend too much time on finding your idea, you will not have enough time to build your product, and at the end you also need to have time to record your demo video and come up with a presentation. So I think those are like the 3 important building blocks, like the ideation, or like what you're planning to build, what problem are you solving, and then the second one is the building itself. Like this can take a lot of time, and you will also encounter some problems. So ideally find time to also chat with the sponsors and with the mentors. Maybe they can help to debug you, but also keep in mind they might also sleep on a Saturday night at some point. Yeah, and then finally take enough time to record a video and also practice and demo your presentation, because in the end the presentation is what judges are going to see. Like the prototype or the product itself will be a small component, but like what you're telling to the judges is what they're going to hear. So like that's also very important. But most importantly, have fun, enjoy, make new connections. If that's your first hackathon, don't worry too much. It's a big learning experience. You might also end up going to other hackathons. Yeah.
Whoa, love it. From the operation perspective, Jan mentioned about sleep. Sleep is important, so don't worry about it. We are going to allow you to chill zones. Also, we are in charge of all of the food and beverage. No worries about it at all. And also, during the demo that you have to record and so on, we are going to have some small rooms for you to get a small place and without noise, and like be sure that you are focusing on your demo and your final presentation. So yeah, it's all on us. Finally, I just wanna forget that link for you to apply is on the comments at the moment, and right after we are going to publish this same link into a Twitter or X account. And let's talk about POAP, because we have a POAP for this AMM. So you just gotta go to our Aleph Hackathon X account and send us a DM, and that's it. Tell us, hey, I've been part of the Ask Me Anything with DoraHacks season, and yeah, just send me my POAP, and we are going to be there helping you. And from the other side, it's important to remind you that our deadline to apply is on August 15, so that's important. And our sponsors include Protocol Labs, CKSync, Polygon, Nethermind, Avalanche, Forzies, WorkCoin, Coinbase Wallet, Solana, Align Layer, Chainlink, and Falcon Foundation. So there's a bunch of huge projects out there. And as Jan mentioned, just come, find a team, bring with an idea, and at the same time just enjoy and have fun. I think that's most important about this event. If it's your first one, and no matter where you are, this event is going to be in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in Colegiales, most important in Concepcion live venue, but you can come from Portugal or from Colombia or from US. It's okay. Argentina welcome you. And yeah, that's it. I just have a last question.
I think she's cutting off. But I guess also like to keep in mind is like having fun.
Yeah.
If
Breaking.
I think you were
Yeah,
cutting off.
I think I lost the connection, but yeah. Yeah.
One thing to like remind the hackers is like, if it's their first hackathon, like don't worry, like we all started at our first hackathon. We're still here. We enjoyed it. So yeah, I think
100%.
it's super exciting and a great opportunity to learn something new. So not sure if this is the end of our session or
let me check.
Do you have like any other questions or final remarks? If not, I guess we could wrap it up very soon. No, I think your internet is fine again.
Okay.
Yes. Any final remarks or final questions?
Perfect. No. We are fine. I just wanted to thank you so much for your patience. I mean, again, it's the internet. We are going to build Web3 infrastructure, but at the same time, internet still takes a bit of time. So, Jen, no questions from my end. Thank you so much for being here and for your help, and also for DoraHacks contribution. See you soon. And yeah, today at 5 p.m. Argentinian time, we have another Ask Me Anything session with leading communities in Latin America. So it's going to be in Spanish. And we are going to talk about tips for winning a hackathon and why for you to participate into this event. You're on.
All right. So thank you. Thanks a lot for having me today. And hackers, if you haven't applied yet, do it ASAP. You need to do it before the 15th. But yeah, thank you so much and happy hacking. Good luck, guys.
Bye-bye.